Join Venus Castleberg as she teleports you to the wonderland of possibilities, where we explore consciousness from the inside out to create a different world, where problems are possibilities and your point of view really does create your reality.
Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm excited about today's topic, partly because I actually now have a confession to make. I'll start today with a confession. So I did a podcast for a couple of years called Being Naked. And my target with Being Naked was being naked from the point of view that being vulnerable and um, and really just having this platform where we could show up. Um, Hello, Facebook user. um, where we could show up because sometimes it was just me and sometimes it was other people that I was interviewing. But we could just have real vulnerable conversations. And to be completely honest with you, I think a lot of those episodes, I was still trying to be perfect. I still had a filter. So, um, and I called today's unfiltered because I'm like, unfiltered can mean a bunch of different things. Some people might think that I'm going to bust out my sailor mouth. Doesn't mean I don't have it. I do. Um, but it's also that willingness to just have whatever conversation. I had a class this last weekend, and it was called Happiness, Bodies, and You. Well, it turns out we ended up talking about death and all the places where we are waiting to die. And it's so common. It's not wrong, but a lot of people on this planet right now are just waiting to die. They're like biding their time, hoping that someday, they won't wake up. But what's really happening is people are creating sickness and disease in their bodies because you have to kill your body off for it to die on time, especially if you have a death by date. Um, but just having like those sorts of unfiltered real conversations, like how often do we sit down and just talk about death? What are your beliefs about death? What do you believe is going to happen? Um, how do you think it's going to go? you know, how old do you think you're going to live to? And then just a little side note trick here is if you have a death by date, your body has to make itself sick to die on time. If you would destroy and uncreate your death by date, then you could just choose to go whenever you wanted. Essentially, you'd go to sleep one night and be like, okay, I'm done, and not wake up. Right? But you don't have to create sickness and ailments and dis-ease in your body to die in a specific time frame. You could literally just choose to go. And I'm not saying, commit suicide. That's one way. You can do that too. Again, unfiltered conversation. But it's more from just recognizing that we all have choice and you get to choose how you live and how you die. And so, would you be willing to even look at that for yourself right now and be like, am I dying to live or am I living to die? Am I waiting to die? Right? You're probably one of those two spectrums, and you might be half and half at times. But I know for me, for a long time, I was waiting to die. I didn't want to be here. I didn't really like people. um, I, you know, I can give you all the reasons I didn't want to be here, but I didn't want to be here. But I also didn't know that I could choose to live, like really live. And when you're living full out, you could die tomorrow, you could die tonight, whatever, you could die at any time. But you won't notice per se because you're living. So it's like, I don't know if you guys have ever heard this metaphor, but it's like playing sports. Did you play the game and leave it all on the field? Or did you hold back and think that maybe someday you could uh, play the game before you died? Or some people save money. Not saying you need to blow all your money, but some people save a lot of money. I have money, and I spend money. I do both, right? But some people save a lot of money for the rainy day or the day that they think that they're gonna die. um, or like maybe I can do something big before I die. Well, do you know when you're gonna die? One, two, why not spend your money and enjoy your life now? Because you don't know when you're gonna die, right? And you can't take it with you when you die anyway. So, um, that being said, I have a account and I spend money too. So it's both for me. Um, but I don't get that I'm even living my life full out. If I died tomorrow, would I look back at my life and go, I played it full out, like I was all in the whole time? And you have to answer that for yourself. Like, am I playing this game full out or am I waiting to die? Am I waiting until my time is up and just biding my time till that? And I have people in my life that say they don't know what to choose or they don't know, what to do with their lives. And the truth is, just choose something. Live your life now. You're not going to get it right. You know what? And if you fuck it up, it's okay. You can choose something different, choose again. But wouldn't you rather be on your deathbed knowing that you lived your life to the fullest rather than waiting for it to all the stars to align and to all be perfect? Um I spent a lot of time doing that. So I that's not something I'm choosing anymore. Whatever you choose is up to you. And again, there's no right or wrong choice, but it's a willingness to just go, you know what, I'm just gonna live. I don't know how long I have here. I'm just gonna live. And that's a choice too. And you can just wait to die too. There's no right or wrong. You are still not wrong. Anyway, just some food for thought today on Wonderland of Possibilities. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being you. I look forward to next time. Bye.